I prepare for national competition the same way that I prepare for regional competitions, but with a little bit more focus and a little bit clearer of an idea of what exactly I have to work on. So I'll start by taking a look at my score sheets from regionals and identifying areas that need the most improvement, specific questions that need answering. And then I'll go through course by course and take each individual course and spend about a week polishing it, refining it, making it feature complete, making it what it needs to be for the final competition. And then once I have all my courses assembled, I'll put them all together, do run-throughs for about a week and a half, and then hopefully, if all goes according to plan, I'll be more or less ready when I get up there on stage. Oh, that's a very complicated question. There are a few specific factors. The clearest and easiest thing that you need to win in barista competition is coffee that is reliably excellent. Your coffee has to be reliably the best that you can possibly make it be. It has to taste amazing every time. It also has to taste the same way every time so that you can say, well, my coffee tastes like this, this, and this, and be right. Which sort of segues into the next thing that you need, which is attention to detail. You have to know exactly where all the moving parts of your routine are. You have to know what they're going to be doing at any given time, and you have to have as fine a degree of control over those factors as you possibly can. You have to know what every part of your routine is going to do and at what time so that you can control that. Because there's always going to be something that you're not in control of when you're up there on stage, and knowing that you control all the things that you can is going to give you the presence of mind and the clarity and the mental energy to compensate for the things that essentially go wrong when you're up there. To win, you need exemplary attention to detail. You need clarity and concision in communication, and you also need to be able to communicate in a way that the judges can relate to. You need a certain degree of level-headedness. You need to be able to let the inevitable stress and terror of competition sort of become background noise, become just a reality of the situation that you're in and not take over your thought process. And you need to be very, very good with systems. You need to be able to take every facet of your competition and boil it down to a system that you can wind up and just sort of let walk away from you on the day. A competition absolutely has merit when you're behind the bar. The direct relationship is a little bit difficult to parse. Obviously, competition service bears almost no resemblance to cafe service, and it's very easy to look at it and say, oh, well, here's a skill set that I'm developing that's very specific to serving 4 judges 3 courses of drinks in 15 minutes and talking about it. But the other end of that is the confidence and the really deep and nuanced understanding of the processes that underlie all of the drinks that you serve. All translate very clearly to cafe service. The level of understanding of espresso extraction, the level of understanding of milk texture, the level of understanding of drink assembly that you need to compete well absolutely bear very heavily on service in a cafe, and they give you this intrinsic skill set which informs all of your actions behind the bar, informs the way in which you deal with your guests, informs the way in which you communicate about coffee. And that's been tremendously valuable. I can't tell you what drives any barista to compete because it's different, I think, for everybody. For me, one, I'm sort of inherently an enormously competitive person. I want to win at things very badly. 2, it's an enormous challenge, and I find that very appealing. And 3, it's the only true test on this level. It's the only way on this level to get people to be really honest with you about the work that you're doing and give you real feedback on the work that you're doing and really push and stretch and expand your skill set. There's no other challenge like it. There's no other endeavor like it. And it's essential and it's intoxicating.